All right, my beautiful friends, it is still Monday, March 25th, 2019. What a day here on Wall Street. I mean, it's incredible. However, just Saturday, I explained to you exactly how today would play out. For the most part, I said you should expect volatility. I said you should expect several 100-point swings in the market. Well, that's exactly what we got today. The high of the day with regard to the Dow Jones Industrial Average was up about 101 points. We were down about 130 points at one time. We finished flat across the board. So this is not a surprise, and you should expect this. I mean, look, I can't tell you throughout the day what my email box looks like. It just lights up. And all these people, all of you, I love you guys and girls, but, writing to me and asking me specific questions, I can't even keep up with it. I can't. It's an impossibility. So that's why I do these lovely video blogs for you. Let's put a few things into perspective. I don't know how many of you are catching the mainstream financial channels, and they're trying to downplay this yield curve issue again and again and again. It's incredible. It sounds to me like echoes. I mean, not echoes. How about shouting or yelling? Exactly the same things that we heard last time when the yield curve was inverting in 2007. Same thing. There's no doubt about it. The consumer is strong. Don't worry about the yield curve. Stock market's going to hit new all-time high. Don't worry about the yield curve. And then we all know what happened. I mean, the biggest financial meltdown in history. It's incredible. But, again, don't look here, everyone. Look over here. You get it. I know you do. Let me say this, too. The other thing that they're not talking about that we really have to put into another realm. This isn't even a perspective. This is off the Richter scale. This past February, our government just ran its largest deficit. Are you ready for this? In history. In history. The largest budget deficit ever known in the history of the world. Okay? But that's okay too. Because where's the cash to make up the difference going to come from? Yeah, the Federal Reserve is going to print it out of thin air. Comes to the rescue. It's incredible. I mean, they even paraded out Janet Yellen today. Oh, the yield curve. Although Powell said to our new friend, Stephen Beckner, don't worry about the yield curve. Well, Janet Yellen is like, well, hold on a minute. It may be pointing towards a slowdown. No. But not a recession. That's because she's so smart. You know that, right? You cannot, I swear to you, make this stuff up. If you ever tried, it's an impossibility. Now, let's talk about more specifically trades. This morning, I posted on Twitter, I posted on Facebook that I was buying puts against the Russell 2000, IWM, June 21st, 149 puts. Okay, now, I, for the billionth time, am not a day trader. You all know that. I do not care about the little fluctuations. I don't care. This is why I buy out in June. I would have bought tomorrow expirations or the end of the week if I were a day trader. I'm not. I am a swing trader. I still believe the trend here is lower with regard to the Russell 2000. I added to that position twice today. I will add to it again and several more times if I need to as well. You always have to have capital reserves, okay? Capital reserves. Don't go all in ever. Ever. Okay? You should know how to play these for the most part because all of my work is freaking free. All of my briefs are freaking free. Go get yours from my website, traderschoice.net. There is a lovely link in the description of this video. The one rule you must never break when trading stocks. Read it. It's only short. And then read it again. And then read it several more times. So you understand how to play these things. Why am I getting upset? I'm going to tell you why a little bit. I had several people write to me today that closed their position that they opened this morning at the high of the day and took a relatively big loss. Why? You must have played it wrong. And I cannot help you. Look, this business of trading is not for everyone. It's not. And you have to be willing to understand you're going to have losses as well as wins. We minimize those losses and we magnify those gains. Period. Nobody on the planet Earth that is not lying to you is going to tell you that they'll always make a right trade. But when people write to me and tell me, Greg, I sold my position. Greg, I closed it with a 10% loss, a 15% loss. In a matter of a few hours, is not playing it right. All right. And I really, honestly love all of you guys and girls out there. I am trying so hard to make this work for you. All right. I'm trying to turn my lions out here into crusaders, freaking crusaders for good. That's the truth. I want you all to make money so we can pay it forward. That's it. All right. I don't ask for anything. It's the truth. But I do want you to pay it forward. And this trade here has just begun as far as I'm concerned. Look, on Friday, yes, I did a day trade. It's pretty rare for me to do that. But a 20% gain in an hour, I couldn't help but pull profits out of that trade. Plus, I hate holding positions over the weekend. I really do. Sometimes I do. I will let all of you know. So understand where I'm at. I will post for you when I open my positions and when I close, win, lose, or draw. I'm not expecting to win every single trade, and neither should you. If you believe that you're going to win every single trade, you got another thing coming. It's not going to happen. I don't care about anything else. It's just not going to. Just want to stay on the right side of it for the most time, for the most periods of time, magnify those gains, minimize those losses. It really could not be more simple for you. So go to my lovely website right now as you're watching this video. There's a link in the description of this video. And go download my 4 briefs for yourself and read them today. Okay? All right, look. So the issues are pretty straightforward in front of us. We have a market that, the mainstream financial channels want you to keep buying here. They want you to ignore what's happening here in the debt market. Doesn't matter. Just like last time, stocks are going to hit new record highs very soon. Who knows? Maybe they will. But as far as I'm concerned right now, what this market looks like to me, at least for the Russell 2000, it looks like it wants to drop a little bit here. I am still maintaining a neutral. That's another thing. Please let me outline this because I really can't keep up with the emails. Right on my website, right on the upper right-hand corner, Lion's Corner, it still says neutral. I am not yet ready to say short. If I say short, that means we got to bet against all the indices here. But neutral doesn't mean that there's not opportunity for us at least to take a stab at here and see how this plays out. So you understand? We are speculators if we trade this market. You're a speculator if you go to a regular 9-to-5 job as well and hoping to collect a paycheck because you can get killed driving to work, get killed driving home from work, might lose your job. You don't know what's going to happen to you, all right? Either in this life here you take risk or you don't. And most of us do just by working or just by dealing in fiat currencies. I love that when people say, Greg, you're playing an evil game. How could you be buying and selling stock derivatives? You're an evil man. Then I write back, well, how do you get paid? You get paid in fiat dollars? Well, you're participating too. You can't make this stuff up. They don't connect it. There's no connection. It doesn't work. You know what I mean? It's weird, but that's the way it is. All right, so let's see what happens here over the next couple of days with our trade. Play this right, and we will all come out doing okay as far as I'm concerned. And I will keep all of you on top of it, regardless of what you are hearing from the very nice people on the confederacies of dunces. You will be watching the yield curve. You will be very cautious if you decide to get long this market. You will not be buying a unit of debt here. As far as I'm concerned, you would have to be very, very high or have some kind of a mental defect, but that's something else we'll talk about down the line here. With that said, I'm going to let you go, and I'd love to hear from you as usual. What do you think about this? Record high, never before seen in history, budget deficit. Well, where are we going to get the cash to make up that difference? You know what that is. I'm not even going to tell you. You should know, and you should play along. Ready? You'll feel better. Yeah, you will. Believe me, it helps me a little bit. And anyway, I'll let you go with that. I love you guys and girls, big time. See you in the morning.